Hi, Elle Ingalls here at pressure-free.com. Out in the twilight here. I'm actually by the pool, just doing a little reading, hanging out, doing a little visioning today. Today I was going to a couple of different cities and noting how many people drive really fast these days. And I've mentioned this to clients a few times in the past couple months, but thinking back to when I was a child, I can't ever remember my mother speeding. Like, I can't remember a single time she ever went over the speed limit for any reason. Like, I just can't. Maybe when she was in traffic in Boston, but I really can't recall her speeding to take us anywhere or being in a super hurry to take us anywhere. Now, she walked very fast. She had to walk fast to keep up with my mom. But when she got behind the wheel, there was never any sense that we had to speed. And today, where I live, there's a school down around the corner. And in the mornings, I watch parents driving their kids to school, and they're insane. Like, they're gripping the steering wheel and their faces are all tight and they're driving. It's like it's supposed to go like 30 here. They drive super fast. So a pressure-free tool that I share with my clients is, if you're driving anywhere, back your speed off about 2 miles per hour. It doesn't have to be drastic, but you'll probably lower your heart rate. And your chance of not triggering fight or flight will go down significantly. So most people, if they drive more than 15 minutes anywhere, they trigger the stress response. People don't know that, but it's true. They did a couple of research studies on this, and more than 15-minute drive, you're going to encounter something that will cause you to trigger the stress response. So you've got to be preemptive. And one of the ways you can be preemptive is to not speed, to actually back off just a little bit so that you're not in that hurry. You're not in that frame of mind. Not to mention that it's safer. In any neighborhood that you're driving in, that's where somebody lives. That's where somebody's kids are, So when you speed through it, especially this one, some children walk to school here in this neighborhood. And I'm just like, you just see these people flying down the road so fast. If one of those children was crossing the street at that time, there's just no way they would be able to stop. It's crazy. So I kind of watch this thing, and I watch myself. There's really, you're going to get there just as fast. Really. I mean, how many times does somebody like wicked pass you, and then they're at the next stoplight and you catch up to them, right? So, back off just a couple miles per hour. And you can do this in your life too, just in your daily life. Notice that if you're hurrying to get something done, if you back off your speed just a tiny bit, your heart rate is going to be in a little different place. It'll be in a healthier place. And, we're supposed to smell the roses, right? There's that wonderful phrase. Kind of dark out here. I guess I'll go this way. It's getting darker by the second. Notice that we're getting into late summer. We still have a month of summer, so we're going to enjoy that. Or not quite a month, 3 weeks. But then we go into fall, and that's a beautiful time of year. And maybe you're on the other side of the other hemisphere down there, so you're moving into spring. I wish you a great pressure-free day, great pressure-free night, wherever you are, whatever time zone it is. And just consider backing off your speed just a tiny bit. You might find that it is really... Thank you for that. I'm not all alone. Janet is with me. Janet is in the house. Thank you so much. I feel like bringing you out on camera. If you would be willing, I would bring you out on camera. So yeah, back off your speed just a little bit, especially if you are a speeder. Ask yourself why, too. I asked this of one of my clients. I said, because she likes to speed. And I'm like, why? And sometimes it's a game. People play games on the road. Like, I don't want to really be driving next to them, but you don't need to play games on the road, please. But you might have a reason behind why you speed. It could have to do with your self-esteem, actually. It could have to do with something rather deep. And if you debunk that, it can really change things up for you. I like to explore, and it's amazing, by the way, how many people do drive the speed limit. If you drive the speed limit, you note it. You can see it. And, people will say, I'll ask them, are you a law-abiding citizen? They go like, of course I am. Yes, I am. And I go, well, do you speed when you drive? And I know like this, people will give this whole thing about, well, the speed is a guideline, da, da, da. Excuse me, you know, it's really healthy to drive the speed limit. So hope that's helpful. If you feel your heart rate jacking up, oh, by the way, like if you do drive the speed limit and you pass a state policeman or policewoman while you're on the highway, you are, your heart isn't going to jolt. Have you ever driven and you're going over the speed limit and you pass a police officer and you kind of go, oh no, and you feel that little heart jolt? I felt it before. I know my mother did once when a policeman pulled her over, and she wasn't speeding, but she had a headlight out. So he was just informing her that she had a headlight out. And I remember my mother's face turned all red. She couldn't believe, she was like, what's wrong with me? What did I do wrong? And she didn't do anything wrong. Her headlight was just out and she didn't know it. So, so I wish you a great pressure-free night. Enjoy the evening. If you're outside, look at that sky here in Michigan. It's just beautiful. Have a great one. Bye.